Hey, Casas Nobies, Pastor John here, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's coming up this week. I don't know why my mouth isn't working this morning. But anyway, we have some really great lessons this week, and it's talking about one sort of security and doing things the safe way and the ordinary way. And then we are going to be talking about when things don't go so easy and when when there are hard things to do, and can we still live in that same world? And so you're probably like, what are you talking about, Pastor John? Well, what it is there are two stories, and one we're going to be covering in church, and the other one we'll do in Sunday school, along with a story about Job. So the main story comes from the Gospel of Mark, and it has two brothers who are sort of looking to see who can have the best portion of what they're doing. They're hoping that they're following Jesus, and they're like, well, what's the big payoff going to be? What are we gonna get from all of this? We've given up everything. That's what we were talking about last week, is about giving up everything and trying to live in a new way. And this week, it's like, okay, we've given it up. What's the big payoff? And James and John ask, can, when all this is over, Jesus, and your kingdom comes, can we sit on either side of you, one at the right and one at the left, and just sort of be part of the executive board, to use modern business terms? And Jesus says, that's a big request. And the other thing is, you're kind of missing the mark. Okay. There are some big things coming forward, and they're not so nice. And there's a lot of suffering that's going to be coming, a lot of turmoil, a lot of sadness. And I love what Jesus says. He says, if you are following this way, okay, you need to drink out of the same cup that I'm drinking out of, and you need to be baptized in the same thing that I'm being baptized in. And it's funny because these sort of tie into what we do with communion and baptism, and what we call sacraments in the church. Um, but in this case, Jesus is talking about that cup that's coming, a cup of sadness and loneliness and pain and rejection, all of that. And then the word baptism means immersion, just jumping all in. And he's like, I'm immersing myself in all of this, and I'm going to do what I need to do to see this to the end. And we know what happens at Easter. Okay. Are you in it till the end? It's not about power. It's not about status. It's not about security. And it's not about the same old thing. You know, James and John are thinking about the old days where, you know, to the victor belong the spoils. And so can we get a special place at the table? And Jesus is like, it's not about that. It's not about that. And then in Sunday school, when we were talking about Job, Job Job has a high position, and he just loses everything. And he cries out to God. It's like, what's going on, God? Why? And the part we're reading is God comes and says, well, you really don't know why, but I'm with you, and that's the important thing. So we'll be talking about all of this, and how in order to be great, you must serve. That's the bottom line. Okay. Greatness, it comes from serving, not from towering up above everyone, getting as much power as you can get, but it's about being humble and serving, which kind of ties into last week's message too. So I hope that you are all being safe and that you are all being well. Of course, that you are all being blessings. And I look forward to seeing you in Fun Day School. It's been so exciting seeing many people coming back to visit in Fun Day School. And we are wide open there, and we're getting into a really exciting season of the church. So I will see you there, and peace.